everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy, and we are going to be talking about my father's world today. We're going to be doing kind of a recap of the first week with them for exploring countries and cultures and exploration to 1850. So I have a 4th grader doing exploring countries and cultures and an 8th grader doing exploration to 1850. So if it's your first time here, welcome. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and the like button because it really does help my channel out, and you'll get all the updated videos as I go along in this series. So I kind of want to do just a little bit of a recap for our first week of school. We are midway through week 2. It doesn't seem possible that it's been almost 2 weeks since we started. I have really missed being in our routine. We had a death in the family recently, and we were in the middle of our break, and I was in the middle of creating this homeschool room, so we had a little bit longer of a break than we're used to. We are year-round homeschoolers, so we typically start in the summertime and we end in late spring, typically at the latest. So that's our normal schedule. We enjoy it. We do a 6-week on, 1 week off type of schedule, and it's really nice. So my first week, we're in a brand new space, which has been an adjustment to get used to. We were used to work at our kitchen table. So this is the first year in a couple of years that we have had our own space to homeschool in. Now, if you're new to homeschooling, you do not need a homeschool room. If you have an extra bedroom, it is really nice to have because all of your school things are just in one space, but it's not necessary, and we table schooled at our kitchen table for years. So don't think that it's something that you have to have. So let's go over exploring countries and cultures first. So I feel like, especially with exploring countries and cultures, the first week is like a soft introduction to the curriculum, and this is our second time doing exploring countries and cultures, so I think I knew a little bit more of what to expect with them. But the first week was definitely more of like an introduction, and it was really nice and sweet and gentle and nothing over the top. So for a lot of the reading, my son read this book, God Speaks Numbingang. I probably just butchered that. Ignore that. I really like this book. My son really enjoyed it. He read it several times, and this one is such a great read. He also read, you know what? I don't think this is the right one. It was Maps and Globes I was supposed to pick up. It was Maps and Globes. I picked up the wrong book for the video. I apologize. But he read a lot of Maps and Globes, and that was really nice as well. He really enjoyed that one. So a lot of exploring countries and cultures is geography. There is, instead of a big history unit, there is a large geography unit before they start the history cycle. So they learn all about the different countries of the world and the different areas and the different people and the different cultures and the different religions, and it's a very nice way to go from country to country but still learning map making and geography skills at the same time. So he also did the Classroom Atlas, which is just a huge atlas book, and he got to look at that and see how maps are put together. We used our globe. We did our make a map. So we actually made a map of his bedroom, and that was super fun. And he did a lot of work in these 2 books, which he really enjoyed. The Usborne Living World Encyclopedia and Properties of Ecosystems. These 2 books he really is enjoying. He really likes making the notebooking sheets for these as well, which is just a way for him to kind of express himself creatively after he's done with his science. So he really enjoys that. And we did the first track on here, the We Sing Around the World, and he is really trying hard to memorize them. We also did the continent song, which I remember doing with my now 8th grader, and he picked it up so fast. He's like me. He memorizes things really well when they're put to music. So the continent song was just so perfect for him because after like the 2nd day, he knew all of them without looking at the map. So that was such a great thing for him. He really enjoyed that. So on top of that, he's doing, of course, his language arts and his math and things like that. And he is reading in the book basket. So we got the exploring people around the world, and the My Librarian is a Camel book, and he's also reading through those two books. And so far, he has absolutely loved Exploring Countries and Cultures, and it's been a blast for him. He loves anything that's colorful and unique looking, and Exploring Countries and Cultures just fit him so well. So moving on to my 8th grader, he is doing the Exploration to 1850. This was our first time going through this curriculum, and this one is also really nice. He loves history. History is his thing, which was one of the reasons why he did not want to repeat Exploring Countries and Cultures. Those of you who might be asking, why didn't you just do both of them at the same time? He didn't want to do that. He really wanted to do his own history. So he has not done early American history yet, so he really wanted to do Exploration to 1850. So that has been really fun for him. He did a lot of work in some of his books. The Boy Have I Got Problems book, he started his introduction to James, and he has been so busy highlighting his Bible and everything else, getting ready for week 2, where he started the memorization portion. So he really got to like that one, and the In God We Trust book was also a fun read for him. He also did the timeline, which you can see this black line behind me, and I will pan you over here. And we started putting the first explorers on his timeline. So he really enjoys the actual timeline. This is the first year where we've had a timeline that's on the wall, where he really got to put things on it and have a visual right there at his desk. So he has enjoyed that a lot. So we have that for him. And he started his notebooking pages as well, which he did enjoy. And then we also started the story of Schubert. I might have just butchered that too. On CD. So he's learning about composers, and he's learning music history, which is also something that is new to us as a family. So learning those things and having him really interact and start the notebooking and journaling pages, I really enjoy that, because that is one of the Charlotte Mason style things that they did pull from that style of learning and education. And that has proven to be one of the most effective ways to not only see their comprehension level, but to help them remember and recall those things without more of the rote memorization, where it's like flashcard type thing, which that was what I had used growing up. I am a public school kid, so that's been nice with him. Now he is also doing a Becca and teaching textbooks for math, and he does enjoy those. And then for science, the science that came with the My Father's World is the Exploring Creation. I have the older version. They just updated to I think version 3. Yeah, I think the 3rd edition. I have the 2nd edition, and I really had to track down this book unless I wanted to buy the new textbook, and I didn't. But I wanted him to have the notebook, because he does really like the notebook. Although My Father's World, when you get this book with the curriculum, you also get the test booklets, and I think there's some worksheets in there. We're going to be using the tests out of there, but we're going to be using this as his main notebook, because he really likes the colorized pictures and experiments in here. He's a science-loving kid. So I wasn't sure how he was going to take to this one, because this is like more periodic table of elements and math. But he, over the last week or two, has really decided that he likes it a lot. So I think this is going to be a really great year with this curriculum. So far, from what my boys have both said, they are really loving and enjoying My Father's World, and we definitely made the right decision to switch back to them. They are both super happy with how it's going. I have had hardly any complaining from either one of them about anything in here, which is, if you have middle school boys, then you know. So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy how great this company has been. We did have a little hiccup with the Exploring Countries and Cultures. I did not have all of my worksheets. My worksheets, or my student sheets, started at week 4 when they should have started at week 1. So I was missing 3 weeks of worksheets. I called the company and I said, hey, is there a way that I can get these? I don't know why, but my student sheets start at week 4, and I didn't realize until I opened everything up and I started working with them. I purchased this curriculum, guys, like 3 months ago. So I wasn't sure if, that was an option for me, and I was totally willing to pay for brand new student sheets. I didn't care. I just wanted to have those first 3 weeks so he wouldn't miss out on anything, because my kid, although some people hate worksheets, my kid actually really likes them. So, I told him, I said, I'll pay for new student sheets. I was just wondering if I could get them from you, or if there was a way that I could get those first 3 weeks. And they apologized profusely and said that there must have been a misprint at the printing office, and they not only sent me the first 3 weeks in a PDF so I could work immediately, but you guys, they mailed me brand new student sheets for free. Like a whole new year's worth of student sheets for free. I was not expecting that, but this company is just the most amazing company to work with, and they are so sweet. And if you ever get to talk to David on the phone, you will just love him. I adore David. So, in short, I am so glad we switched back to my father's world. We are so enjoying it, and we are in the middle of week 2 right now, and we are having so much fun. So I will keep you guys posted with more updates on my father's world and how we are liking it and how my kids are doing. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.